Jessalyn, also sometimes known as Miss V, and welcome to my channel where we're playing through all the Nancy Drew games from number 1, Secrets Can Kill, to number 34, Mystery of the Seven Keys. Today I'm restarting Ghost of Thornton Hall. So, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, every now and then, my recording program that I use, it will default the mic and desktop audio to different, things, so it doesn't actually pick up the audio. And it's weird because it just happens randomly, and it sucks. So I already played 3.5 hours of this. I've already played through the entire beginning. I already recorded the entire beginning, and it recorded no audio at all. I thought about just doing some kind of voiceover thing so you could at least see my reactions to stuff, but it just wasn't going to be the same doing that. So I'm going to replay the beginning for you guys. I know what I'm doing. It'll probably take less than 3.5 hours now because I know what I'm doing. I know where a bunch of stuff is that I couldn't find previously. So, I mean, they'll go faster. But yeah, super, super annoying. It means that I'm not going to be hit by the jump scares quite as much, and the creepy things aren't going to be as creepy because I already know they're coming up. Which really sucks. But only in the first part. So at least, there's that. There will be a point where it will no longer be as... I'll hit, the point that I stopped, and then it'll all be new after that again. So it's not like I played the whole game and I have to replay the whole game. Just the beginning section. And I forgot about the robot vacuum going off at this time. So let me pause that. Come on, app. You take too long.
Going to wash them off. Pause.
The app takes too long. My goodness. So yeah. So we're gonna play. It's been one of those days already. I'm still drinking my coffee. We're gonna play the Ghost of Thornton Hall. I'm gonna replay it for you guys. Sorry about that. I will say that this game very much gives me vibes of Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island meets Scooby-Doo and the Boo Brothers. It feels like it's a combination of the two, which is kind of cool. I love Scooby-Doo. I think my other dog's also standing right outside the door, so we're gonna let him in. Should take me seconds, so I'm not gonna cut. You just get to stare at my empty chair for a second while I let a dog in. And the other dog needs to come over here. Come here. Sit. Stay out of the way. Wait. Wait. Dogs are in, so they won't be painless. What? Did you want to go on camera? There we go. We're on camera. Oh, did you hear the word camera and you were like, oh no. Did you also want to go on camera? Hi. There we go. Both dogs have now been on camera. Oh, is that a good spot? Oh, that's a good spot. Okay. No, we're not gonna boof. Hey. There's a microphone on. Miss Jealous. You good over there? Too excited? Too much excitement? Okay, guys, settle. Yeah, settle in. No, I'm not gonna open the door back up. No, I'm not gonna let you go after the cat food, because I know you'll do that. Come here. Settle. Settle. Dude, settle. Good boy, Wicked. Alright. You guys get to see me interact with my dogs. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna replay this first part of Ghost of Thornton Hall. This is probably not gonna be as enjoyable as it would have, because this is a cool game, guys. I got really into it. I should have stopped after 2 hours, and I played for another hour and a half, because I was super into it, and I just wanted to keep going. So it really kind of sucks that my original recording has no audio. But yeah. So if you still end up liking it, though, please click the like button when we get to that point. I'm always looking for suggestions for good desk chairs if you want to leave a comment for that. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see me play all of these. But I can actually show you here. Load game. I called it Boo Brothers. Maybe I'll call this one Zombie Island. But, yeah. Unfortunately. Fortunately, I saved it at like a very like. It wasn't like a big moment, but it was a very obvious moment. So, at least fairly obvious. So I kind of know where I left off. If we get to that point, and I still have like a little bit of time, maybe I'll continue past it. But we're gonna have to do a new game. Amateur sleuth, so I can have that detailed task list. In case it takes a week to play again, which it might. I don't know, I might try to play tomorrow afternoon.
What time is it?
Late.
Savannah? Is that you? What's wrong?
I got a case for you.
Can it wait until later?
I'm sorry, it can't. There's been a kidnapping. A girl just a little older than you.
Shouldn't the police be taking care of this?
There's only so much they can do, and she needs to be found before something bad happens.
What do you mean?
The call came in for me, but I can't go. Thornton Hall is a dangerous place for people like me.
Ghost hunters, you mean? So people think it's haunted?
They know. Jessalyn needs someone who ain't afraid to run after her. That ain't me. What I'm asking of you is dangerous.
After everything you did for me in Japan? I'll do it.
Thank you. Drive to the airport now. I'll arrange a ticket. And Nancy, I didn't call you just because you're a good detective. I called you because you're a skeptic. Thornton Hall is no place for anyone who believes.
Well, then you called the right detective.
I'm serious. You think long and hard about that before you get on that plane. If what you find on the island is going to get to you, don't go. Stay home.
Don't worry, I'm on the case.
Yep, I'm on a case. So cool if they bring back some of the older characters.
I am.
Watch yourself around the Thornton. They earn their bad reputation.
Well, thanks for being concerned. I should be okay.
Well, it depends who's here. Hope for your sake Wade's not skulking around. Or that loony bin reject Harper. But it's Charlotte you best watch for. Blackrock Island belongs to her now. Has ever since the night the fire took her. Take care now.
Sorry, I'm trying to find ink for my pen. I have a feeling it's buried in here. Oh my gosh, how many sticky notes do I have? I mean, I'm not entirely complaining. I use them to death, but my goodness. I need to reorganize this drawer. It used to be organized. No, it's not. These are erasers, right? Yeah. Aha! This is what I'm looking for. Sorry, I want my good pen. I don't like this one as much. But I need to replace the ink in my good pen. But I have an ink replacement for my good pen. Just had to locate it. It died the last time I tried to play this. So. But this is the part that really makes me think of like Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. All we need is some dude with a pig on a boat hunting Big Mona. There we go. That's what I want. It's a really nice pen. It was a gift. Okay. Yeah. The inner parts are all oily. Gross. Okay. All right. already know there's a thing over here. I grabbed it much later last time I played. I'm just going to grab it now. Why? Because I can. So, there's a lot to read in this. I'll be doing a lot of reading. Oh, but this is the scavenger list. 21 items to search and find. They already landed on the island. They found a photo of a haunted house. They did not spot a bat. I want to spot a bat. Bats are cool. That's what I should do. I should put up one of those bat things in our backyard. That would be cool. Bats are cool. My goodness, why are we vibrating? Let's see, they found Mom's portrait. They tracked down Charlotte's statue. They found a they have not found a not broken full window. We gotta find one. They took a picture of the entrance to the ruins. Found a bag of cotton. Found the key to Charlotte's bedroom. We're gonna want that. And there's a gravestone epitaph hunt. I already did that. Oh, word letter. I did it wrong the first time. But I already have it. It's VWRMYFITS. That's what probably took the most time the last time I recorded, because I did it wrong when I do it correct. So that's a lot of time that's cut off from doing that, because I already have that answer. They saw the ghost. They did not find a painting with a horse, did not take a photo with a skeleton, did not read a book about the family. I know there's multiples of those. We're going to read a bunch. They did not open the crypt. Interesting. I think that's a lie. They did not find something with the number 13 on it. They did not leave a flower for the ghost. We will. They did not find an invitation to Charlotte's last party. They did not get proof of the ghost. They did find a creepy spider, alive or dead. Yeah, that'll still freak me out again. And one of them survived. We're here to find the other one. She's missing. We're gonna go this way first. There's gonna be a jump scare.
Hey!
Right here.
You're not Savannah.
No, but you must be Wade.
Is she with you?
I like Wade.
Are you the new assistant? What's his name, get canned or something?
Logan? I don't know. All I know is that she thought I'd be the right person for the case. She's not coming.
What did you just say?
She said she was sorry to send me, but nothing could get her to come here.
I never took her for a coward.
Well, she seemed pretty scared of the ghosts.
Ghosts? No, that ain't it. She's scared of seeing me.
She still likes you.
I hope Savannah understands the mess she dropped you in.
I can handle myself just fine.
You're just a kid.
You could say the same thing about Jessalyn.
True enough. Say what suits you. Won't make the nights around here any shorter. Anyway, Savannah had a package sent. I guess it must be for you. It's up in the house.
We'll get to it.
Who else is here?
Clara, that's Jessalyn's mother. Colton, her fiancé.
Anyone else?
Depends what you mean by anyone.
Any other alive or verifiably real people?
No.
Do you know Savannah?
I did, once.
And now?
And now I don't.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
How did you meet Savannah?
The Muffin
We
Man.
went to the same bookstore.
You don't seem like the type.
I'll take that as a compliment and an insult.
How long ago was this?
A while. Gone now. It was a little old dark place. Carried these musty old books. Stuff that didn't exist anywhere else.
What kind of stuff?
All sorts. But I was there researching our family. Savannah had this way of reading. Like there was something she needed to know real bad. One day I finally asked, "What is it you need to know so bad?" You know what she said?
What?
Nothing. She handed over the book she was reading and walked out. At first, I'm feeling a touch rejected. But then I look at the book.
What was the book?
That was the crazy thing. It was the Thornton family book of names. Births, deaths, marriage, and so on, going way back.
Why would she have that?
Why, indeed. I had to know. Took me some doing, but I tracked her down.
So you met Savannah because she was trying to find Charlotte's ghost?
One of those people who met her was Savannah. Ask her, and maybe she'll tell you about it. After that, she became obsessed with Thornton Hall. We got to know each other. I fell for her like a Black Tuesday banker. In the end, the landing was just as rough.
You said you were researching the family. Why?
After Charlotte died, that's when something I always knew came out shining so bright, I finally had to admit it. Long as it's been growing, the Thornton family tree's been split down the middle. The evil roots always trying to strangle out the good. I used to think I was on the side of good.
And now?
What do you think?
I think you are.
Don't be so sure.
I previously said I don't know, but because I played the first part of this already. I like Wade. He's adorable. He thinks he's all gruff, but he's adorable.
What did you mean about the family being split in two?
You wouldn't know by looking around here, seeing the state we're in, but we're loaded.
What's that have to do with anything?
The Thornton family bought its money with blood, and not always our own.
And you think one part of the family have more to do with this than the other?
I don't speak ill of the dead, especially not when they're staring up at the soles of my boots. Look around. You'll see.
See you later.
Adios.
Adios. Okay, we're gonna look at all these. Luther
No need
Atchison.
to jump, just me.
So it
Can you
goes.
tell me about some of these stones?
I'll tell you what I can. But sometimes it's best to just look and listen. Luther, my daddy. Mama called him the king of slamming doors. He had a hot temper, but a soft heart, and no mind for business. He wasn't intuitive. He brought me out here to the stones. Taught me how to open my eyes, shut up, and listen. You rest well, Daddy.
So that would be the LA right here.
Virginia, my mother. Rest her soul.
Can you tell me anything about her?
Just that I miss her, and I always will.
Virginia Thornton, gone, never forgotten. VT. Lee Thornton, 1915-1975. That's all we got. I don't think Lee was on this one. No. Beauregard Thornton,
Beauregard Thornton. Mean old codger.
1896, 1935. We will find something for these. This is definitely a puzzle. I don't actually have that one figured out. Other than I know what I'm looking for, but not how to use it. Sarah Emma Thornton, may she find her voice once more. I believe this was Nana. That's the first letter.
That's Charlotte.
Dear sweet Charlotte, please come back. That's a sad inscription.
It was a sad time. None of us wanted to see her leave. We didn't expect it to become what it's become.
She's only 21, 68 to 89, 20 or 21, depending on the month, of course. That would be the ghost. We'll learn more about her later.
This blank one is my favorite.
Why is that?
Who doesn't want a celebrity in the family? Especially one that rubs all the wrong people the wrong way. The Gray Lady. In the Civil War, they say she was a spy, passing codes for the North. If you look, you can find some of her contraptions here. Her service gave the Thornton family this land. Harper's Stone.
Harper?
Indeed. She ran away shortly after Charlotte died. Long enough that we thought we'd lost her too. One day she walked in the front door looking wild and thin as a spring sapling. Never said where she was. Her granddaddy was so mad he left a stone to remind her of what she'd put them through. She'd sit out there and read. Don't know if it was spite or if it made her feel at home. Knowing her, probably both.
So basically, she's not really dead. HT. Can't see the first name. May Newton died January 13th, 1933. We will need that later. It's not one of these, though. Ruby Newton, a spark at birth, a flame in life, a quiet ember in the night. don't believe she was any of these. Unless she was Grandma.
That there is Clara's mother.
That's
What can you tell me about her?
Not a great deal. She loved her secrets. Never even told Clara who her daddy was.
Why not?
Don't know. When Clara was about 10, Rosalie got real sick. Every day Clara would ask about her daddy. I think she was afraid of being left to fend for herself. But Rosalie wouldn't say.
So that's Grandma. Thornton Cemetery, 1866. This plaque honors those who found their final rest beyond the family grounds, including Franklin Thornton, born May 4th, 1895, died October 25th, 1917, defending his nation. Dedicated January 15th, 1918. Nope. I want to look at these.
Roger and Marie, side by side from the day they married to the day they died. Both real sweet. Charlotte and Harper's parents. May they rest in peace.
This one I believe is Dodge. And then Karenina is going to be this one. It's so creepy.
It's locked.
We'll unlock it, don't worry. Alright, that's all we've got so far.
Wanna hear a ghost? Check it out.
Have you always been a ghost hunting enthusiast?
I'm not exactly enthusiastic about the dead, no offense meant. But yes, I do find it interesting.
Why?
Life is a quest for truth, is it not? And death has a way of stripping away all pretensions.
That's pretty philosophical for a guy wearing boots.
You Northerners don't have a lock on big thinkers. We got plenty. Like Roscoe J. Redbrook and the Gimbltucky Boys, and I dare you to say their lyrics don't equal those of the Greek poets. And we got that old guy with the white suit and the chickens. Point is, I like ghosts because they show me what is, not what I want to see. And wearing boots don't make you stupid. Makes you smart, if it's muddy.
Do you have a key to the crypts?
Sorry.
See you later.
Bye.
We'll listen to more recordings later. Every time we talk to him, I'll listen to a recording just to see if it's like a trophy. Which I did find last time, where you can actually look at like the potential trophies. I'm not a fan of that though.
Jessalyn?
Excuse me?
Sorry. Of course you're not. I'm just tired.
No, don't be. I'm Nancy.
You're here to help?
Savannah Woodham called me in. She seems to think there's a supernatural explanation to Jessalyn's disappearance.
A couple of days back, that would have earned an eye roll. I'm Colton, the fiancé. Welcome to Thornton Hall. I'd extend you all the courtesies of the Thornton clan, but we seem to be about 20 years too late for that. You might need this. I found it in the house.
Is this Jessalyn's?
Yeah, it's dead though, and the charger got mangled by something. Maybe you could channel all that inquisitive energy into seeing if you can get that old phone back up and running.
Were you and Jessalyn getting married soon?
Yes,
Any chance this is just pre-wedding jitters?
she might have had second thoughts about the wedding. Trust me, everyone does. But she never let anyone worry about her like this. She loved her family more than anything.
Is it safe to assume you had second thoughts about the wedding?
I never said that.
True, but you implied it. You said, trust me, everyone does.
I know. I remember it like it was just moments ago.
Goodbye.
Later.
That's something I missed last time. Took me forever to find it. Yeah, I guess we can talk to her. After we look at everything else. Jeb Thornton and Sarah Emma Wakeman. Nothing there. I hope that music isn't too loud. Hold up, let me bring that down a little bit. Yeah, if I click on this, it'll show me like the trophies, and I'm not a fan. Espionage in a bonnet. Female secret agents of the Civil War. In 1794, Eli Whitney changed the course of U.S. history when he invented the cotton gin, a machine which performed the quick separation of cotton seeds from the cotton itself. This labor-saving device revolutionized the plantation economy of the South, cementing its dependence on slavery and setting the country on the path to civil war. When the first shots of the war were fired in 1861, both the Union and the Confederacy turned to espionage to try and gain the upper hand. The famous generals and leaders of the war are well remembered today, but they couldn't have accomplished what they did without the female spies who played a shadowy part in obtaining state secrets. We have Rose Greenhow. Wild Rose Greenhow was a member of Washington's elite society and loyal to the South. When the war broke out, she used her social connections to obtain classified information, which she then passed along in code to the Confederacy. Intelligence gathered by Rose was hidden in the hair of a female courier, and this helped General P.G.T. Beauregard win the First Battle of Bull Run. Though she was later watched by the Union and eventually placed under house arrest, Rose continued her intelligence work and became one of the most renowned female spies of the war. By the way, these are all real people. Harriet Tubman. We all know Harriet Tubman, best known for her role in leading slaves to freedom through the Underground Railroad. Harriet Tubman also served as a spy for the Union while working as a nurse in South Carolina. She recruited former slaves to act as scouts who collected intelligence on the location and movement of rebel troops, reporting this back to the Union. Belle Boyd. Maria Belle Boyd came to the attention of the Confederacy early in the war when she shot and killed a Union soldier who had threatened her mother. Although only 17, her self-confidence and wish for vengeance led her to become a spy. Belle found that the flirtatious behavior, which was cause for concern among her peers, could be used to advantage as an undercover femme fatale. After beguiling Union soldiers into telling her classified information, she forwarded this intelligence to the Confederacy. Belle became a courier herself, even personally delivering messages to General T.J. Stonewall Jackson. She was arrested repeatedly, but refused to let incarceration stop her and remained a Confederate spy throughout the war. Elizabeth Van Lew. A prominent Virginian, Elizabeth Van Lew was proud of her roots but opposed to both slavery and secession. When Union prisoners arrived at Richmond's Libby prison, Elizabeth succeeded in gaining permission to bring books, food, and medicine to the incarcerated men. Information passed between Elizabeth and the prisoners through secret compartments in dishes and hidden messages in books. When the Union heard of her work, they quickly recruited Elizabeth as an official spy. With her Richmond connections in society and the prison, as well as her personal network of agents, Elizabeth sent her intelligence work to General Ulysses S. Grant, written in codes and invisible ink, providing invaluable information to the Union cause. Sarah Emma Emmons. What a name. Sarah Emma Emmons was one of approximately 400 women who fought in the Civil War as a man. She, cutting her hair short, adopting men's clothing, and taking the alias Franklin Thompson, Sarah joined the Union's 2nd Michigan Infantry. She initially served as a male nurse, but soon turned her talents to undercover work to spying. Wearing elaborate guises from an Irish woman to a male slave, she infiltrated Confederate lines. She maintained her persona as Franklin Thompson until she contracted malaria and had to leave the Army for medical treatment, since seeking help with an Army doctor would have revealed her true identity. Sarah eventually received an honorable discharge from the Army with a bonus and a pension under her true name, and was the sole woman member admitted to the Grand Army of the Republic following the war. These women and countless others played a critical part for both the Union and Confederate causes. The female agents of the Civil War used the spy tech of the 1860s, such as ciphers, invisible inks, secret compartments, and even the rumored self-destructor, which would destroy its own contents if opened incorrectly, to prove that women were as capable as men when it came to espionage. A long cold night on Blackrock. The years of plenty would soon be upon the Thornton clan, but they would not come without a price. In order to keep a close watch on the production facility, Jeb had a small factory built on the Blackrock property. He did not foresee the potentially disastrous possibilities. When the winds grew cold and the waves made passage back to the mainland difficult, the workers were granted permission to stay overnight in the factory. Something happened that's crossed out, and none survived. Sarah was the first to enter the factory in the morning after the accident and never recovered from the shock of what she found within. Many within the town held Sarah in high regard for her kind, open nature. The employees in particular had an unwavering appreciation for Sarah, who had taken on the role of caregiver once the factory moved onto the island, affectionately calling her Nana. She'd visit the factory twice a day with bread and treats, even offering a warm bed in the main house to any employee who fell ill. Shortly after the tragedy, Jeb began construction of a housing unit for inclement weather, and immediately restaffed the factory despite Sarah's wishes. While Jeb seemed justifiably upset, he was determined to maintain the family business no matter what. When the new employees arrived on the island, Sarah retired to her room, refusing to leave until her death a few years later. It's been said that a handwritten note found in her pocket read, "We have sown the black seeds of death, and forevermore will harvest only blood." Evidence suggests that this note may have been fabricated, but the chilling message remains a popular element of Thornton lore. Jeb was hit hard by the loss of his wife, but remained steadfast in his attempts to grow the family business into something worth the tragic costs of the lives it had taken. Jeb's drive became somewhat of a family trait after his passing a few years later, as did Sarah's discomfort with the business. In generations to come, a dogged dedication to the company or queasiness with their ill-gotten wealth became the two defining characteristics of the Thornton clan. Even the most beloved family members eventually had to choose a side. Got Helium Thornton.
You must be Nancy.
Yep.
Yes, you must be Clara, Jessalyn's mother.
Yes,
I want you to know that I'm here to help you with anything you need.
that's real sweet, hon.
I know you may not want me here since you didn't actually call me yourself.
So long as you help me find Jessalyn, you're welcome under what's left of my roof here.
Is there anything else I should know that might help me find Jessalyn?
Yeah. Keep a suspicious eye on Wade.
Wade didn't seem all that dangerous to me.
He neglected to tell you about his time spent in jail, I see.
As a matter of fact,
Wade's a nice guy when he wants to be, and only when he wants to be. I'm happy we have another set of eyes looking for Jessie, but I do hope you know what you're getting yourself into.
who did Jessalyn come here with?
Addison. I tried talking to her, but she was a wreck. Here. She'll have calmed down a bit by now. I hope.
What do you think happened to Jessalyn?
You wouldn't know by the look of this dump, but we're worth a great deal of money. Well, that's what I thought this was. But then, no. Not yet, at least. I can't believe I'm praying for a ransom note to show up. It's like someone's trying to punish us.
Why do you say that?
Thornton Hall was once something truly beautiful. But so much greed and tragedy built up in these walls that when they started to crumble, I wanted to save this place. Make it mine. But I couldn't. So whoever took Jessie wanted us to sit here in this broken down old house waiting for her.
Is there any chance Jessalyn's disappearance could be cold feet?
My Jessie would never put her family through this nightmare. Never.
Were things good between Colton and Jessalyn?
They had their rows and their romantic dinners, same as any couple. Colton had some... well, hun, he had some issues, but they worked through them.
You mentioned that Colton had some issues. What did you mean?
To put it delicately, family issues. Never you mind. It has nothing to do with what's going on now.
Why is everyone here? Shouldn't we be out searching for Jessalyn?
I closed down the company. The entire staff is out combing the woods. I said, sit home or join the search. You get paid either way. Not a soul stayed home. Jessalyn grew up in the business. She's got a lot of people looking out for her. I can be thankful for that. The police recommended a presence here. They said we'd have a better chance of noticing if something was off here, knowing the place and all.
Goodbye.
Take care.
I already have one.
Thought I wanted to take 2 of them. We're gonna need more later. I guess I can make some tea. Some mint. No sugar. Dash a lime. I didn't make tea last time. I'm gonna finish downstairs first. Beauregard, Thornton. This creepy room. Get some turpentine. I'm not going to read this whole thing. This is just a manual for how to make homemade batteries. We can use fruit. We need a coin and we need nails. We have fruit. We have an orange. We can get nails right here. We just need coins.
This looks like a painting. I should find somewhere to place it.
God, I hate when there's sharp things hanging. We'll mess with that later. Coins! Set that up, but we don't have anything to play on it yet. Let's go ahead and get this started.
Time to recharge the battery.
Coins.
All right. Let's see if all those oranges did the trick.
Oh. That's gonna take a minute. Thornton Family Cotton Processing. This door is from the barn that housed the equipment for processing the cotton. Many a worker lost their fingers in the processing room. We'll deal with that later. It just scares me. I'm afraid something's gonna fall. That was creepy. It happens like every time I open that door. Still creepy.
It looks like the painting is missing.
You mean this painting?
Did that.
Take some cotton. Package. Good. EMF reader. The ghost of Thornton Hall. True encounters retold. Nancy. Here's some of my old paperwork from when I was looking into Charlotte myself. I know you're going to be looking for Jessalyn during the day, but night is the best time to investigate the family. That's when the spirits get restless in more ways than one. You probably get more out of the family then anyway. The EMF gadget I included works pretty well on the property. I don't normally use these, but there's a strong correlation between the meter peaking and documented sightings. I know you don't like things that can't be explained, but just because it can't be explained yet, it doesn't mean you should disregard it. Call me if you want to talk. I don't know what I can offer, but I'm there if you need me. Good luck, Savannah. March 4th, subject swimmer, notes near death. I was 14, my younger brother was 12 at the time. I was a bit of a scrawny kid and caught more than my fair share of trouble on account of being the smallest. But I was no coward, and I was itching to prove it. That's when I caught wind of Charlotte. It got in my head that if I spent the night out on the island, the kids at school would leave me alone. Doesn't make much sense now, but it made a lot of sense then. I made this big deal about sneaking onto the island, and everyone was interested. Especially my younger brother, Sean. He demanded to come, and to be honest, I was happy to have the company. We spent a while trying to get a boat, but no one wanted to lend a boat to 2 kids in the middle of the night. Go figure, right? I knew if I didn't make it out there, I'd never hear the end of it. I'd made too big a deal out of the whole thing. I was locked in. That's when I decided that we should swim over. Anyone who grew up here knows you don't do that. The swim's not far, but the currents, they'll smash you on the rocks or they'll pull you under. That's exactly what happened to Sean. 1 second he was next to me and the next gone. I panicked and dove into the water. Nothing. Again and again, nothing. But it turns out it was fine. He made it to shore. I was the one in trouble. I kept going under until I got disoriented. I couldn't find which way was up. I knew this was it for me. I knew I was going to die, and I could feel the fight going out of me. That's when I heard singing. The water around me went still, and a song started swimming its way around me, pulling me toward this thing, this woman, Charlotte. The water was ice cold, and she was turning it to steam. Smoke was pouring from her like ink under the water. I knew I couldn't die down there. I knew I had to get out of the water. I don't know what happened next. I woke up on the rocks. Then I get in the hospital. Never saw her again. I've spent the rest of my life trying not to look. April 10th. Tagger. Notes, no eye contact, possibly unreliable or not telling entire story. Yeah, I saw her. Doesn't matter why I was there. Let's just say I'm an artist. Underappreciated in my time and the powers that be. I was out with a few riders I liked to run with. Out in the ruins. Elle was working on her stuff like she always did. A little cute for my taste, but she is who she is. Suddenly she drops everything and is like, "We gotta go, right now." She said it like, no drill, just run. We grabbed our stuff and we ran. And we were going. There wasn't smoke, but we were all choking like there was. We could all smell a fire, and in the distance we heard screaming. I wanted to go back, but Elle told me that what we heard wasn't human. We all knew she was right. We got off the island. That's all it was. Subject, old friend. Notes, skeptic, mild hesitation. I knew her. We came up in school together. She was the smartest, the prettiest, and nice. She didn't need to be, but she was. She talked to everyone about their lives, their friends and families, and she could remember it all. We used to joke that she had the whole town in her head. Maybe it was more true than we thought. When she died, part of the town died with her. I know you want to ask about the hauntings, and rather you than someone else. That stuff doesn't sit with me. But you come from good people. Truth is, she's just gone. Part of me wishes she was a ghost so I could go tell her my proper goodbyes. But anyway, that's silly for two reasons. Since she's been made up to be such an angry ghost. I've heard the stories just like you did. That's not Charlotte. Not the Charlotte I'd known. There was no evil in her. Savannah, do you think what happened the night she died might have changed that? It was an accident. S, what if it wasn't? Then she's Charlotte. She was always Charlotte. Jackson Thornton, another book. The Thorntons of Blackrock Island. Told you there's a lot of books. The Last Flight of Karenina and Dodge. Roger, Dodge, as he was known to his friends, never let his difficulties stand in his way. As a child, he found he was defined by a persistent stutter that would follow him through his life. He'd often state that his difficulties with speech led him to be a somewhat shy child. He grew up to be a bookish young man with a deep love of the language. Despite his great intelligence, he struggled to find his place in the world. That changed when he met Mariana in the spring of his freshman year. As a boy, he wrote in a letter sent to a longtime friend, "I felt sorry for myself because I couldn't speak. Now, I only feel sorry for those who cannot listen. Mariana knows how to listen, and she's taught me how to be heard." By all accounts, Mariana was quite taken with Dodge immediately. According to an oft-told anecdote, Dodge once proclaimed he would love her until the day he could say her name without a single hesitation. On the spot, she declared that he was henceforth to call her Marana Karenina. The joke solidified into a nickname once the couple noticed the scandalized reactions she received from the stuffier members of the Thornton clan. Always a bit mischievous, Mariana never quite in step with the rest of the family. She was known for her wicked sense of humor, and often envied for the privileged position she held. Usually the first person that relatives would turn to with a problem, Mariana led the family through many troubled times. But the real trouble began on a stormy night in the middle of winter. Mariana had been asked to meet with the head of a small agricultural company the Thornton business had been hoping to acquire. The papers had all been drawn up, but there was still some uncertainty on the part of the company's owners, Madrigal Stock and Grain. Mariana was tasked with assuaging their worries and getting the papers signed. Roger, as usual, was at her side. One can only guess their last moments together. This we know. The small prop plane crashed in an empty field after running into an unexpectedly strong storm. All 4 passengers died on impact, along with the 2-person flight crew. Those who knew the pair knew that at the very least they must have been relieved to have each other's company in those last moments as the plane fluttered down from the sky. Romantic and sad. Jesus. I knew this was coming, and the gasps still.
What was that?
Charlie. Mariana.
What's that smudge? It almost looks like something was painted over. There's something back there. What is that? Are those graves? Did that. Did that. Check.
Let's go check on the phone, shall we? Nope, still charging. I know I need to call that one person, but let's go find those tombs. And there's a reason why. I'm trying to wait to call the one person. 54 souls.
Did that.
Ask him about it.
Hi there.
From what I understand, the Thornton family business is very successful.
Yep. We got money and all the trouble that buys.
Do people really come here trying to meet Charlotte's ghost?
Around the time Charlotte's ghost was driving the family away, the stories started to spread. Little kids around here started playing this game to scare themselves silly. They'd turn off the lights and say, "Fire so red, night so black. Dear sweet Charlotte, please come back." Over and over again until they just about scare themselves to death. It was just a game, but that's when people started jumping the fence at night hoping to meet her, saying that same silly rhyme. Most would just come and go in peace, but the ones who found her, it messed them up real good. A couple even went into shock.
What do you think of Colton?
I do not like that shifty little punk, but I have said that about all Jesse's boyfriends. With him, I mean it a little extra.
I don't like him
Something's
either.
crooked with the two of them together. I don't know if she can see it or not.
Is it true that you have a questionable past?
You asking if I really went to jail? Yes. I advise against it.
Well, why?
It's not a fun place, and they don't let you leave.
No, I mean, why did you go to jail?
I know what you meant. I took a tour of the seasons. My debt is paid, that's all.
I'd really like to know.
The nerve you got.
Yep.
I saw something I can't explain in the house.
That's why you couldn't get me in there for nothing.
I don't believe in ghosts, but
That don't stop you from feeling them. Would you believe my happiest memories live in that house? Christmases and long summer nights stargazing on the roof.
who runs the family company?
Clara,
Do you think that's fair?
no.
Would you like to run the company?
Good, sweet nonsense, no. Do not even imply that I'm after that to anyone.
I don't blame him.
Why aren't you in the house?
I'm only on the island because Jessalyn's missing. Nothing's gonna get me in that house.
I found a set of graves without names on the markers.
That is where our troubles began.
What happened?
Most of the family'd rather it never come up. Our first factory was right here on the island. At the time, it made us a lot of money. But along the way, we got greedy. Never built a place for the workers to stay. They'd bed down right on the processing floor. Nothing for heat in the winter, so the workers built fires inside. One winter, there was a wicked cold snap. They built a couple of extra big fires, and in the night the fumes built up. None of them ever woke up again. That's when we split in two. half saying this'll never happen again, and half saying accidents happen. Grieve and move on.
What's Clara's relationship to the rest of the family?
My cousin, Hopper and Charlotte's cousin. She lived with the girls after her mama passed.
Does anyone actually live here?
No one lives out on the island, but just on the shore.
Were you close to Jessalyn?
Everyone was. Everyone is. She's the bright spot of happiness in this whole miserable family.
When did the factory accident happen?
That was more than 100 years ago, and we still can't move on. That's why this house still stands, I think. Until we Thorntons decide who we're gonna be, we're stuck on this island. You should see it on a summer day when the ocean and the sky are sharing the same blue and the grass is bright. But here it is, gray and dark, under all the misery we've heaped upon it.
You don't seem like a bad guy. Can you tell me why you ended up in jail?
You really want to know?
I do.
Then listen. I don't care if you believe me, but keep this to yourself.
Okay.
I wasn't close to the company then. Still ain't, but I heard through a friend of the guy down the way. You know how it goes. I heard that our processing plant in town was up to its old tricks, hiring people who couldn't afford to quit and treating them beyond bad, locking them in to meet quotas and such. I asked Clara. She denied, naturally, but it made her so mad I asked. I had to go check it out myself. I went in the middle of the night, and right away I saw it was true. The exit was padlocked, right in plain view of the world, and no one cared. I broke in, that's true. I was furious. I broke one of the big machines, that's true too. So there it is. I stood up, and boy, did I get knocked down.
You must be pretty mad at Clara.
You don't even know the half of it.
Can I listen to more recordings?
Sure.
See you later.
Get on out of here now.
See, I like Wade.
Hey,
What do you think of Clara?
she's just a little severe until you get to know her.
And then?
I wouldn't know.
You're holding something back.
So what if I am? Need something?
How did you and Jessalyn meet?
I saw her one day and thought, this is the girl I'm gonna marry. And then I threw a rock at her face.
Like, metaphorically?
No, I was just a kid. I had a very limited game book. She still has a little scar. You can see it when she smiles. I'll never live that down.
I imagine things improved from there.
We became best friends. Then we grew up and became what we are. Or were. Or...
Well, what do you think happened to Jessalyn?
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid thinking about it. I have a... My mind can get caught up in a real dark place. You know, when things around me get bad.
What do you mean?
Ignore me. I've been up way too long.
Do you know anything about Clara's past?
No. It's funny you ask.
Why is that?
I could tell Jess had something to tell me about Clara. She'd get so close and just stop dead.
She never told you anything?
I know Clara's mom died when she was young, and she ended up living with her cousin's family. But that's it.
So you and Jessalyn must have dated for quite some time.
Actually didn't start dating until a year ago.
Really?
We both dated other people, but nothing worked out. One day Clara had enough and sat us down and said, "Everyone knows you're gonna get married. Go to it already." Jess was mortified. I took her out to the coast since that always cheered her up. We talked through the night, and by the time the sun came up, it just stopped sounding so silly.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Alright, as much as I hate having to pause and edit out things in the middle of a video, I desperately have to go to the bathroom. The coffee hit. So, I'm going to put a pause right here. For you, it'll just be a quick cut, and I'll be right back. For me, I'm going to run to the bathroom. But that is why there is this quick cut here. So I need to just put my timestamp down, and I'll be right back. For you, it'll take a second. For me, it'll take just slightly longer. 5 minutes. Almost exactly. Woohoo! Of course, after I used the restroom, I also went and checked on one of the cats, because he wasn't feeling well earlier. But he jumped up to a higher place, so I mean, it's better. Excuse me, ma'am. We are not going to scratch at the door.
Singing? I think it's coming from upstairs.
Huh? I'm in here, talk
Hello.
to her.
I saw something really strange.
I did too.
What do you think that was?
Excuse me, I need to be alone.
No.
Did you have more to say?
What's the story with the locked room upstairs?
It's Charlotte's. We don't go in there.
It might help me figure out what's going on, if I could take a look around.
Best of luck. That door locked itself up tight the day of her funeral. There's not a key in this world that'll open it. I've tried.
Wade said you're the reason he went to jail. Is that true?
No. Wade is the reason Wade went to jail.
He said you were the one who pressed charges.
Well, isn't he the chatterbox when it suits him?
Is that true?
Yeah, it is. What he doesn't get, what no one gets, is that I meant well. No matter how he explained it to you, he broke the law. He broke into the factory, he damaged thousands of dollars of equipment, and scared the workers half to death. I didn't think he'd go to jail, though, and he knows that.
What did you think would happen?
I thought community service. An officer to keep him away from his crooked friends so he would finally straighten up. I planned on dropping the charges, but once the ball got rolling, I lost control of it. Wade ended up sitting across from a judge who wanted to make an example. And that was that. Wade has wanted his revenge ever since. It's stupid. I even suspected him of taking Jessalyn to get back at me. But he'd never do something like that. I mean, I don't think.
Everyone else seems to be avoiding the house. Why are you in here?
You'll think I'm crazy.
Not after the day I've had.
Fair enough. I guess I want to be close to whatever it is that took Jessalyn.
Who else was in that old portrait with you?
You know, hon, we had that covered up for a reason. I can't talk about it. Not right now. Please, just leave me be.
Nope.
Hello.
I've heard about the ghost, but can you tell me anything about the real Charlotte?
My cousin. But everyone thought we were sisters. She died here. Joined the old family, as they used to say. When I was a little girl, my mama used to say, after we Thorntons passed, we'd keep on living right here. Every night would be a beautiful ball with songs and cute boys to dance with. She wasn't trying to scare me to death, but nonetheless, I did not sleep well on story nights.
It does sound a little eerie.
Yeah.
That was back when Thornton Hall was pretty. Now, I don't even want to entertain the thought.
Did your mother say much else about the ghosts here?
Too much. If she thought there was a ghost about, she'd fall to pieces being so sad.
Sad? Most people are afraid of ghosts.
She had this weird belief that Thornton ghosts aren't around forever. They got a short time to make their peace. If they don't, they get bitter, real mean and nasty, until they forget everything that made them human. And then they slip into the cracks of the world to live with the others.
The others?
The lost souls from an accident that happened here years back. Mama called them hungry shadows.
Why?
I don't want to know. She said they were all tangled together, lost and scared and mean. My mama was a good woman, but dang if she didn't scare me half to death with a regularity.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
See you later.
Because I played
Bye.
up to or past this part, and yeah, it's still weird. Let's get a clean napkin. Let's check on that phone.
Looks like I need to figure out the password.
And that's why I wanted to wait to call Addison.
Did that.
So that way I could also ask her while I'm talking to her about the password.
Hello?
Addison, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling to see if you can help me with something.
Is this about Jessalyn?
Yes?
I can't. I'm sorry.
The sooner we can find out what happened to her, the better her chances of survival.
Okay. I'll help with what I can.
How's Jessalyn's relationship with Clara?
Okay. Maybe a little strained.
How so?
Jess used to call her Chairman Mom. Behind her back, of course.
Do you think Clara could have anything to do with Jessalyn going missing?
I don't think Jess was afraid of Clara. But still, I can't say for sure.
What do you think of Colton?
What's to think? He's always been decent to me and Jess.
The bedroom key is crossed out in the scavenger hunt. Do you know where it is?
No. Jessalyn must have found it, but I couldn't tell you where it is.
Darn.
Can you walk me through what happened the night Jessalyn went missing?
She was about to get married, and I think the pressure of it was getting to her. It was supposed to be a night of blowing off some steam. Jess always loved a good scare. She used to make me sneak into scary movies with her when we were kids. So, in a weird way, spending the night searching for a ghost sort of made sense for a bachelorette party. At first, it was really fun. We were running around trying to scare ourselves silly. We were making these recordings like we were on a ghost hunter show. Then, things got strange.
Is there anything you remember that might help me find Jessalyn?
No. Actually, wait. Hang on. Upstairs, there was this door. Jess was desperate to get it open. Between you and me, I was relieved that she couldn't figure it out.
Really? Why?
I could feel eyes on me all night long.
How was Jessalyn acting that night?
She was classic Jess for most of the night.
Then something happened?
Yeah. We were in the house and suddenly she just screams. And then she's nowhere to be found.
What happened?
I was alone in the house, jumping at every noise, too afraid to move. It felt like hours. Then she came back. She wouldn't say what had happened. She wouldn't even talk to me. She wanted to be left alone. She went downstairs, and that was that.
You said things got strange. What did you mean?
It was her and me up in that freezing house, and I remember thinking, I'll never get to sleep. But then I started to feel fuzzy.
Fuzzy?
Like I was underwater or something. And I noticed Jess was gone again. I wanted to get up and find her, but I couldn't move. It was like this invisible hand was pinning me down. I heard a strange voice. It wasn't Jess. Then it was the morning. I was alone and Jess was gone.
What were you doing at Thornton Hall that night?
A scavenger hunt, but I don't know. There was something strange about it.
In what way?
Jess was looking for something toward the end of the night. Kinda desperately. It stopped being fun. That's all I know.
You said you heard a voice.
Charlotte. I'm sure of it.
Did she say anything?
She sang. I only heard a little bit.
Would you consider yourself a believer in the paranormal?
If you'd asked that last week, I would have made some crack about Bigfoot.
And now?
And now I'm going to say that I don't believe. Because I'm afraid if I let myself believe, I'll be opening a door that no one can close.
Did you notice any secret passages or tunnels while you were at the house?
No, but it was so drafty in there, it would surprise me if there weren't.
Can you help me figure out Jessalyn's password?
No. Actually, wait. Hang on. The tombstone portion of our scavenger hunt, there was something strange about it.
Can you think of a reason she would hide her password there?
Just in case something happened to her. I thought she said that to scare me, but maybe not.
I'd better get going.
All right. Later.
Because I already did it.
That's done. Did that. Check.
Okay, got all the stuff I need. Any chance you'll change your mind? Come on, it'll be fun. It had better be. Or what? Or I'll reveal so much embarrassing personal information in my toast at your wedding. No toast for Addie. Noted. I'll just yell things out. You can't stop the A train once it's left the station. LOL, do what you must. Please come back. Jess, I don't know if you're okay or not, but I miss you. Please come home. Please be okay. Did Y get the invertebrates? What? Invertebrates. Mom, that does not clarify things. Invertebrates. Yes? No, invertebrates. I'll make a note of that. No invertebrates. I am setting this photograph backwards. Okay, I hope that works out for you. I am typing slowly and angrily. Did you mail out the things that tell people about the wedding for the people who are new to the list? Invitations? Why? Because people need to know about the wedding. No, why means yes. Yes, I did. Yes. Why didn't you just typewriters that? You're right. I should have typewriters to that. You might want to disable the predictive thing on your photograph. I do not know how you do it. I'm not sure if I want to. Call me now. Jesse, I'm not joking. You call me right now. I have to say, I love this conversation. It's hilarious. Your mom's on the warpath. She's on more than one. I recommend just doing what she says. This has to chill out once the wedding is done. I know, right? But it won't. Did you get my notes on the catering? Yeah, thanks. Did you want me to care about it more? Because I can fake that if needed. LOL. No, nope. I'm pretending to care for my mom. So you pretending to care for me while being a nice touch isn't really needed. Cool. Let's just get pizza. Ah! What? My mom just invited every single one of my teachers from kindergarten onto my wedding. Why? I have no idea. I think I owe a few of them some homework. It can't be that bad. They're fine. That's not the point. What's the point then? You'll have time to figure that out for yourself because I'm sure she's inviting yours too. Oh, you know, I think I get it now. Where are you? Everyone's freaking out. Hello.
Addie, come here quick. I see something. Seriously? Shh, stay still. Listen, I know me. What? What's happening? I'm just practicing. You're such a brat. Shh, I'm falling for it again. No, I'm serious. Listen. That is not the title of this program. Oh, and I suppose you have a better name? With this ring? The Dead. No, that's weird and you're weird for saying it. We're using mine. I'm Jessalyn Tara Thornton. And I'm Addison Abomination Hammond. And this is Ghost Talker Tours. This week we're creeping into Thornton Hall, the most haunted place in the known universe. Children around here grew up in fear of the dreaded Charlotte Thornton, also known as my cousin. We're here to find... Ah! Oh, that is a spider! It is in my hair! I don't even want to be alive anymore! Please just kill me! Got it! Look there. There it goes! Well, on the bright side, we can check spiders off the list. That was a black widow! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Probably just gave it the scare of its life. It's not going floorboards? Let's just grab it in the AM unless you want to go one-on-one with our little friend down there.
Honestly, though, I get it. There's a lot of Black Widows where I live, and they are dangerous and not dangerous to humans. It's very dependent on your immune system. So, like, my dad can be bit. He's been bit so many times by Black Widows, no issue at all. But if you don't have the best of health, then they can actually kill your immune system. Basically, like their venom can negatively affect your immune system and can just drop it to nothing. So you gotta be careful with Black Widows. Brown recluse are the scary ones, though. Those ones, I'm not even gonna talk about it. It's gross what happens when they bite you. You gotta get anti-venom like immediately from a brown recluse. Fortunately, they are recluse, and they generally don't go near humans. If you got bit by a brown recluse, it's because you went into its territory. Don't stick your hand down holes in the desert. For multiple reasons. There could also be scorpions. And snakes.
Where are we going? Are you sure you want to know? I'm just going to pretend it's a top secret, really nice hotel. We're looking for the room where Charlotte died. Remember when Elizabeth got married and we all watched rom-coms and ate caramel corn? I was just thinking, like, at no point that evening was I like, I'll die here. It just didn't come up. Maybe not for you, but 2 movies in, I was thinking fondly about my own mortality. Wait, what's that say? The serpent rests in the center on the 2 handles. I think I know what that's about. Whoa, buddy system! Jess, where are you going? I know you're freaking out. I promise this will be quick. Are all of those coffins occupado? I gotta go outside. Just 2 seconds. There's some sort of message in the window. Yeah, I know. It says, this building is for dead people only. Jess? Jessalyn? This isn't funny. Where are you? Jessie? I don't want to be alone. Please stop. Please. Please come back. This isn't funny. I'm too scared. I don't understand. You okay? Jess, if this is a prank, it's not funny. Not funny! Jess, you're really scaring me. Say something. I said leave me alone. Now!
Okay.
I should use my phone to make a call.
Just wanted to look at what number she has. Alright, gotta find the window. Find the ruins. Find the thing they dropped. Did
That's
that.
done.
Okay. That was so uncomfortable. Jesus, I knew it was coming too.
This looks like some sort of code.
Archage. Okay, I remember the word has to be yellow. Pretty positive it's yellow. Yes, it's yellow. What? I just did this. It's yellow. I E L L O W. Okay, draw a path through all the squares of the color that was first spelled out on the board. I'm trying to remember how I did this.
Ethel's grave. It must be tied into that picture in the corner somehow.
Still don't know how. I know where Ethel's grave is. I have no idea what that photo has to do with it, though. So I'm gonna wait.
Make yourself blind. Call Charlotte home. I need to figure out what this means.
Even ghosts have their favorite haunts. Charlotte requests a meeting with you. Recite a rhyme with dreadful meter where dreadful meter is at its peak. Make yourself blind. Don't dare peek. Call Charlotte home and hear her speak so she may just let you live. I believe I already know where this is.
That's almost off the charts. This
Yep.
must be the place. Fires so red, nights so black. Dear sweet Charlotte, please come back. What's going on? Where are you taking me?
Tell me, who are you?
Nancy, I am here to help Jessalyn.
Give me a reason to let you live. Mind you, a good one.
What?
One reason to spare me. Give it to me now. The spirits are growing impatient with my mercy.
You can't scare me. Help me find Jessalyn or get out of the way.
Very good. Remove the blindfold.
Just who are you?
Harper, can I trust you? Can you be trusted?
Well, that depends. Can you be trusted?
That's a no now, isn't it? You'll be wanting to know why I am hiding under the house.
That would be at the top of my list of questions, yes.
It's because I don't want anyone up there to find me.
Why not?
It is undeniably frigid here. Cold as the crypts themselves. I'll build a fire, and the fire will build some smoke, and the smoke will build some rain.
Are you ignoring my question?
Not ignoring, no. Elongating the moments in between the asking and the hearing. Pausing for effect.
Okay. Could you tell me now?
A moment, hon. Ahem. It's because I'm a grandly unbalanced sociopath.
Yes, you are.
With delusions of grandeur and a history of erratic behavior and violent tendencies.
Yep.
My family resents me. They have publicly said that I am a freak.
Mm-hmm.
People in the town point and stare. The neighborhood children used to call me Witch Lady.
Wonder why.
Until my dedication to the ironic led me to bake cookies for the sweet darlings. But it was my love of the dramatic reversal that won out in the end. And I threw the little runts down a well.
Don't believe that.
What?
Oh, I'd never do such a thing. But it would be funny. Not funny, haha, but funny. Ah! Help, I'm in a well! So that's me. Tell me about you. I bet you're fascinating.
You need help.
Oh, wait, shut it. I forgot the most important thing. Do not tell anyone I am down here. If you do, I'll just do something rotten. Here, take this. Go now.
I should look for those portraits.
Check. Did that. Did that.
Okay. What did I say? Nope, she's still not here. Wait, there's portraits here. Duh, I also passed one.
The letters must be what that note was referring to. All right, now to find all the others.
I missed this one. I passed right by it. one. 'Cause I don't think this has one.
That's it. Now I should be able to figure out what the code means.
Get. Gin. I gotta remember this. This is cotton. Cotton gin. Get. Seeds. This is scales. I believe this was balance. Yes.
That's it.
Seeds, balance, scales. Anything over here? No? Okay.
Check. How do I get this working again? I need to put the combs on
This
first.
one. It's annoying as hell. Of course it's not that. It's got to be this one, right? No. It's this one first. Yeah, it can't be that one. What am I doing? No, didn't think so. Okay, so it's not this one. That one. Nope. Close but no cigar. It's gotta be this one. There we go. Here we go. Nope. Nope. This one.
Fixed it.
There we go.
Done. That's all of the seeds.
Yep. Okay.
Check. Check. I have to find a way to balance these scales.
I believe it was 3 on this side. There's at least one on each of these. So 6, 12, 18. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, nope. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
That looks new. It might be Jessalyn's.
It is. I'm eating a candy bar. A key.
The Thornton family tree. Might come in handy.
Definitely will come in handy. Wedding notes. You know my mom and you know me, so when you look over this list, don't forget the crazy requests are not mine. My one request is that you show up and wear a suit. What follows is a list of demands from on high. Also tell your mom that I'm fine doing whatever, but she's got to go toe to toe with my mom about any changes. She will. Trust me. Let's just try not to be near that. So here goes. Your groomsmen. No beards or piercing or tattoos, and they should all be wearing the exact same shade of black. This is just not going to happen since I made the mistake of having friends with personalities. No wedding DJ. It has to be a band and not Brian's band. No one likes wedding DJs. I already told Brian his band could play. They'll behave this time. I'll make sure of it. I prefer wedding DJs, honestly. They're more fun. And I don't know, just because you have to play the popular music and kind of use it to control certain things. I'm not a fan of bands at weddings. Table cards. Go talk to my mom about this. She'll make you pick out which ones you like. Pick the second set she shows you. If you pick the first or last, she'll assume you weren't paying attention. It doesn't matter what you pick, but I doubt that you care. Do not care at all. My mom wants to mix all the guests up at the wedding so people mingle. It is up to you to stop that from happening. No one likes that because it is a stupid idea. Yeah, it is. Not looking forward to that. She's going to try to get you to force me to uninvite a few of my friends. Obviously, not going to. When she tries, just say, I'll try, but you know how Jess gets. Why don't you deal with this yourself? Why all of this stuff about your mom? She does realize I'm not marrying her, right? Menu. There we go. Menu. Past, cucumber tea sandwiches, caramelized onion pecan tart, quail egg and caviar over scallop mousseline, chilled strawberry soup in a balsamic clouded edged ice ramekin. Balsamic clouded edged ice? Did you hire one of those molecular gastronomy guys? Courses, pecan encrusted trout with greens and new potatoes, braised short rib, poached peach fried yam tartine. Why not fried chicken and cheesy shrimp, grits, or mac and cheese? If that's what everyone's going to want, that sounds delicious. Why make everyone eat food that requires appreciation? I agree with him. Fried chicken and grits? That sounds so good. Do we have grits? We might have grits. Maybe I'll make some grits after this. Dessert. Brioche and dark chocolate pudding served with the white pepper ice cream. Multi-tiered white-on-white cake with fresh berries. Shouldn't this be fun? Reception. Caterer's choice of bar snacks. Cool. We need to reserve a block of rooms for the wedding. My mom will provide you a list of things she'll want with regards to the rooms. No. Just one list. The list can't have an item that is another list. Is wedding prep a stress test to see if you really want to get married? Is that what this is? Because it has to be what this is. Yeah, it's kind of wild. Okay. We are exploring this room first. Charlotte's cryptic obsession with Jackson was indeed grave. Was she in search of something lost or lost in the search itself? And who was this Jackson? They say dead men tell no tales, but that isn't true now, is it? That phrase itself came from a man who is now dead and still telling tales and letting his thoughts go traveling through humanity like hitchhikers patiently waiting to get in the next town. Who is Jackson indeed? What's he hiding and who put it there? Was it Charlotte? Yeah. We're looking at a wall. Bottles. Oh, those are the things for Beauregard's grave. No idea on what that is. Still. Open. It's so obviously a thing, and you can't look at it till you learn it's a thing. It's annoying. We will probably use it at some point. Don't know when. I'm gonna go this way. Here, look, a butterfly.
Looks like it's missing a piece.
Yep, can't do anything with this. Till we get a thing. Okay, looked over there. Talk to her in a bit. Anything over here? No.
That's done.
Cool.
Quick, I haven't got all day.
Can you tell me a little more about Clara?
I could, but as a lover of the written word, I prefer show, not tell. So why don't you go ask her about her daddy?
What do you know about Clara?
She's cold. She's a cold person, nothing like Jessalyn. Ask her about Jessalyn. See how she reacts. Not like the caring mom she's pretending to be. Not if you really look.
Were you and Clara close as children?
I don't want to talk about it.
I'd really like to know. It might be important.
She could have been good to me. She could have been there when I needed someone, but she wasn't.
Why are you here?
Jessalyn, Poor little Jessie Lamb has vanished, they say. Can't have that. Not here. No, no, not on the island.
Are you trying to find Jessalyn?
Yes.
Maybe you could help me out.
You want my help? I'm not a helper. Oh, if you keep my secret, then I'll help.
Do you really believe in the ghost?
Her name is Charlotte, and I've seen her. She's spoken to me.
What exactly did her ghost say?
Boo.
Ah.
Not my fault she's a stickler for convention. She also says, get out. Oh, right, almost forgot. She says that she hates you and she wants you to leave.
This house is pretty run down. Are you sure it's safe to use that furnace?
No.
Maybe you should not use it? You could be filling the house with fumes.
Sounds like upstairs people problems to me. I'm downstairs people.
Clara came to live with you after her mom died. Is that right?
Yes.
Did you get along?
Yeah, we was a regular Tom and Huck to start.
What do you think of Wade?
The Wade man of Alcatraz. Don't trust him about a single thing in this living world. The world of the dead, he understands that.
Tell me about Charlotte.
She was my big sister.
Do you really think she's...
I know.
How do you know?
No, no more. When Shaw died, that was the end of my family. I was left completely alone. All I have to call home are those memories. If I share them, they won't be mine anymore.
I'm sorry I asked.
You just didn't know what you were asking.
I lost my mom when I was a girl.
Oh, then you must be an expert on everything.
But sharing my memories of her always made her seem closer, not further away.
You've seen her? What they've made her into? You think I want her closer? And people think I'm crazy. You're crazy.
Okay.
That's done. Check. Did that.
Hello.
Can you tell me anything about your father that might be relevant?
Why would you ask me about my father?
You know, no stone unturned, pursue all angles.
I don't believe you. Fine. I never knew who my daddy was. Happy to hear me say that?
I promise I didn't know.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I'll leave you alone now.
Oh, wait, there was another
Yes,
question. Oh, never
I
mind.
better get going.
Darn.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Oh, nope, nothing yet. Hold up. Let me talk to what's his nuts up here first. Oh, he's not here right now. Never mind.
This must be Ethel's grave. Check.
Yep, still don't know what those things have to do with Ethel's grave, though, unless it's something to do with the date. January 13, 1933.
Hi.
Do you think that what happened to Charlotte was an accident?
Dunno. The night before, I saw her take off into the night holding this little package like it was precious to her. The look on her face. I should have stopped her, said, "What is wrong?" "Here, take this."
Is this Charlotte's?
"Yes."
Do you know what this is? Can you tell me what it's for?
"Maybe that's enough for now."
What can you tell me about Charlotte?
Charlotte was something special. Just like our Jessalyn. She had the most beautiful voice. When she sang, it was like sunlight busting through fog.
Sounds like you were close.
She was the talented one of the bunch. You can still hear her sing if you stop to listen in the quiet, dark places.
Clara told me that she never intended for you to go to jail.
Don't believe that.
Why not?
Because it ain't true. She used to come visit just to laugh at me through the glass. That was the price of hearing about home.
What happened to Charlotte and Harper's parents?
Plane crash.
Seems like there's a lot of misfortune in the family.
Bad blood brings bad luck.
Can I listen to more recordings?
Sure.
I did this last time, so I have to do it again.
I met Harper.
Don't talk nonsense.
I did. I can prove it. She's down under the house.
Now that would ruin Claire's day. I'm gonna go get her.
I swear, Harper was there.
Nancy, I've got enough to deal with. Stop playing games, or I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Don't think there was anything in this area to look at. Nope.
Hello.
Can you tell me a little about Harper? It seems like you two really didn't get along.
She blamed me for what happened to Charlotte.
Blamed you?
On some level, she was convinced it was me. I let it go at first. She was just torn to shreds about the whole thing. But the more time went by, the more disturbed she got. She was obsessed with the idea that I had stolen part of Charlotte's locket.
What kind of locket?
I never figured out what she was talking about. One night, she followed me out onto the widow's walk. When I got near the railing, she pushed, and I fell. By the time I got out of the hospital, she was gone. I can't say I wasn't relieved.
Harper really was down there. I'm not making things up.
What do you want from me?
Nothing. I just want to find Jessalyn, like you.
Then no more games now, okay?
I'm telling the truth.
Nancy, enough. Just go away.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's a name. Oh, look, there's a note on the table back there. So that's what I was going to say.
But I think it's broken.
There once was a ghost who could only write notes. She lived in the walls and loved to float. She stood in the waves when you stepped off your boat. She skipped through the graves, and to you she wrote, "Push glass vessels and find me in below. I sometime before E, but sometime after B. O not first, L is third, E immediately before O." I already have this. It's Bileo. I will still need that, though, to actually click on the glass bottles properly. That's not what I'm after.
I need to follow
That's
the
later.
instructions from the note.
Yep, which one is B? A, B, C, D, E? E, is that right? F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Okay, cool. I, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. So that'll be the last one. C, D, O. Ta-da!
Did that.
What was I supposed to think? One day you were just gone.
I'd better listen.
Lexi. And I hope you understand how much that makes me hate you right now.
Who is Lexi?
Still don't know where that is.
What's happening? I better get some rest.
No offense, but you sound really tired.
Been burning the midnight oil at both ends?
Feels like it. I must have slept through the day. But I still feel exhausted.
Maybe you should pace yourself a bit.
I know. Wait, hang on.
Hang on. Why? Is there a ghost?
No, I see something. Call you back later.
A flower is a joy when it thrives, a burden when death arrives. Gather your dried petals where immortality resides. Place a flower where she stands before the stone turns to dust. She will tell you what she can, away and back to earn her trust. Yeah, still don't know where that dirt floor is. I scoured everything the last time I ran through this. No idea. Oh wait,
Did that.
cool. Check out the barrels. Haha.
Check.
Yep.
We could have found a way.
I'd better listen.
Lexi, I know you still care about me. I want to see you when this is all over. I know. All I said is I want to see you. Then why did you pick up the phone? Just see me.
It sounds like he's talking to Lexi.
Hey. Did you listen in on my call?
Yeah.
Who is Lexi?
What are you talking about?
The girl you were on the phone with?
You don't know what you heard. You understand me?
I think she is someone important to you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Your fiancé is missing, and the way you're talking to this Lexi...
You want a conversation? Fine. I love Lexi. I want to spend my life with her.
You're engaged.
That was based on a lie. Clara, my parents, even Jessalyn. They were all in on it.
Jessalyn? Are you sure?
She'd have to be. I mean, I haven't considered that she might not be yet. Before Jess and I got together, I was with Lexi. Until one day she called and said it was over. She wouldn't even see me. Then, she was gone. And now I find out. My parents pushed her away, and Clara pushed me and Jess together. Mom and Dad wanted a piece of the Thornton fortune, and Clara wanted a piece of the Birchfield influence. So excuse me for being conflicted. I want Jessalyn safe, but...
I still don't understand what's going on. Why are you here?
to try to forget something.
Forget what?
I guess it must have worked.
Why is Lexi so important?
I've always felt a little out of step with the world. When I met Lexi, it's like everything snapped into place. I don't know how else to put it.
And it wasn't the same with Jessalyn?
I do love her, but not in the way I tried to. Jess is my best friend, and always will be. If she ever comes home, and if she ever forgives me.
You don't think Jessalyn's coming back, do you?
What are you implying?
Nothing. Just observing.
You want to know the truth so bad? Yeah, I'm afraid she's never coming back. Happy? Need something?
Where do you go when you're not out here?
Nowhere.
So, every once in a while you pop out of existence?
I walk around, looking for Jessalyn.
Do you know much about Harper?
I heard she's in some psych hospital or something. But that's all I
She
know.
should be.
I saw her around once in a while when I was a kid, but I don't remember much.
Did Jessalyn ever say anything about her?
Just that she seemed scared of her. Maybe they had a past. But I don't know.
Aren't you worried that your parents won't approve of Lexi?
Not after all they've done. It's time for them to start worrying about my approval. Because I am done looking for theirs.
So, things would really work out for you if Jessalyn just disappeared.
Do you really want to ask me that?
Yes, I do.
Go away, now!
Mm-hmm.
I do not care if she's an adult. She's my daughter.
I should listen.
She's not a runaway. She'd never do that to us. No, no, no. It's not cold feet. It's not running away. Someone took her. She is in danger out there. Do something.
She sounds pretty upset.
I believe last time I played, I listened to that, I walked in the room, I started talking to her, and then I stopped. But there's some things that I have not done yet that I definitely did the last time I played. And I want to make sure I covered
This looks
all
like
the
the
things.
picture from the camera.
Like go over here.
The numbers along the edges
It's
should help
obvious.
me arrange the tiles correctly.
Yep. Okay. So those have to be one of each. These aren't necessarily the correct directions. Those are just the ones I know for sure will need to be flipped over. That'll have to be like that. Not like that. I don't actually know if these are the correct direction though. I think those will have to be like that. So we need 2 red and 4 blue. Yeah, both of these will have to be flipped. Actually, no. Well, no, this could be the blue. My bad. That could be the blue. Both of these will need to be flipped. One of these needs to be flipped. That would have to be an X. You flip that one. It would be like that.
Something's not quite right.
That happened to me last time. It's like it wants it to be exactly right, and I had to just kind of cheat and look it up last time for it to be like the exact answer, which is really annoying because I don't want to do that. But if it's going to be so picky, then it just is what it is. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay. Minus, plus minus, x, plus minus. So I got the top row right. So plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. I got that one right. The next one should be minus, plus, minus. Yep. Nothing. And then minus, plus, minus. I got that one right. So this would be plus, minus, gap, plus, minus, gap, plus. Minus, plus, big gap to, wait, yeah. Wait, it's this one I need to, so, this one's right. Minus, plus, minus. And so this one is plus, minus, gap, plus, minus, gap, plus. So this one, minus, plus. And this one should be plus, minus. Okay. This one's plus, minus, plus. And then over here should be minus, plus. Yep. Minus, plus. Oh. Minus, plus. And this should be plus, minus. Okay. So see, I was like a little off. I still had like the things correct, but it wants it to be like perfect. 1867, right, but with a W erased.
Did that.
Oh,
Check. Wasn't just my imagination.
Nope. Some real life pictures.
There's something down there.
It's a key. Oh.
Got it.
Talk to him real quick.
Hi.
Did Clara get along with Charlotte and Harper when she was younger?
They all got along famously. Until the night of the fire.
What exactly happened?
Charlotte was getting ready for her big 21st birthday ball. And at the last minute went off to what is now the ruins. No one knows what started the fire.
After that, what about Clara and Harper?
Clara grew up pretty fast. But Harper, she got lost in that night and never got found.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't need belief.
Why not?
I have proof. EVP. Here's some creepy things from time to time. Check it out whenever you want. if you got the nerve.
What made you call Savannah?
Jessalyn didn't run away, and she wasn't kidnapped.
Savannah seemed to think you'd be disappointed she didn't come here. Any reason why?
Savannah's talking to you about me?
Yeah, she's helping me with a case.
Don't suppose you could give me her number?
Sure, it's 404-555-4478.
Just so you know, she's gonna be mad at you for giving me this number. She'll get over it.
Why? What are you gonna do?
Do? Nothing. Back a long time ago, she and I were something of a couple. Long time ago. Been a long time since we talked.
I realized by this point I had probably called Savannah the last time I played through this, but I haven't called Savannah. Yeah.
I swear, Harper was there.
I told you. Life don't play by the rules here. Anyways, if she was, she ain't now.
I think you're just trying to scare me away.
Girl.
Nancy.
Girl. Fear ain't some feeling to overcome. Especially not here. That prickly feeling you get in that old house, that means something dark is whispering your name.
Something dark?
Trust me. That's as close as you want to get.
Can I listen to more recordings?
Sure.
See you later.
Bye.
The problem is I haven't called Savannah because I called her the last time I played through for like assistance and trying to solve things. So I haven't needed that because I've already played through this section. What's up, Harper? Hi. She's so weird.
I had to come out here because of you.
I still don't understand why you're hiding.
You don't know who these people are. You think you know who to trust, but you don't.
I trust them far more than you.
Your funeral. You can tell them where I am, but I will always be one step ahead of you. Always.
I already know I can't look
Get out of there.
at anything.
Get out of there.
Can't look at anything while she's in here.
You're looking for something in here, aren't you?
Keep your voice down. Do you want me to be found?
At this point, yes.
You do? Well then, gotta fly.
Bye.
Violent outburst.
County Bugler. I was supposed to call it Bugler. It's Bugler. All the news that fits. That's fit to bugle. Price 75 cents. Oh my gosh. In 1989. The cost of fire. A dreary cloud descended over Main Street yesterday afternoon as services for Charlotte Thornton brought the downtown area to a complete standstill. A large group of mourners braved the pouring rain for a chance to pay their final respects to Miss Thornton before the private interment on the Thornton family's island estate. A beloved and charismatic member of the influential Thornton clan, Charlotte was fatally injured during a fire on the Thornton estate. Since the news of her death, outpourings of grief have been seen throughout town, but none were as spectacular as what occurred during Charlotte's funeral service. Harper Thornton, sister to the deceased, was carried out of the service by local police following a violent outburst, not surprisingly. Witnesses allege Harper Thornton grew agitated during the services, causing thousands of dollars of damage and a few minor injuries. No witnesses are willing to comment to record, and Harper was later released without charges to the care of her family. It's understandable but unfortunate, said Chatham County Police Representative Ellison May. The young woman seemed concerned that justice hadn't been served in the case of her sister, and we do understand how upsetting that can be. Despite Miss Thornton's assertions, there is currently no evidence that what transpired that fateful night was anything more than an accident. We found no compelling evidence that would warrant further investigation, May continued. If that ever changes, we will, of course, investigate. Latest news with the recent fall of the Berlin Wall, we've decided to head to the street to see how our hometown is reacting to the monumental change. Our reporters fanned out across the town with one simple question. How do you feel about the fall of the Berlin Wall? Maggie Redfield, 23, accountant. I have a family in the area. Well, they're in France, but still. A shakeup at Thornton Industries. With the future uncertain at Thornton, a palpable nervousness has permeated most discussions at Wally's Waffle Window. For as long as anyone can remember, Thornton Industrial Group has been the backbone of the Chatham County shoreline. Now, without an apparent heir ready to sit at the head of the board of directors, many are worried about the future of one of the largest employers in the region. There is hope that the Thornton family will resolve this quickly and without impacting the thousands of local jobs on the line, but it remains to be seen.
That looks important.
Okay, we're going to put a flower on the statue. Can you look at the statue? Look at the statue. Thank you. Then we're going to go back in and
If I
solve
can
a
match
couple
the
puzzles.
colors on the sides of each piece, I should be able to get this back in order.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start with these. That would go there. That would go there. That would go there. It's helpful to do that because then I know that those big ones are in fact where they're supposed to be. That could be that, could be that, could be that. There's a lot that could go right there. I feel like this one is accurate though. This needs red right there. Can that? No. Oh, well, these are, that's right. Those ones are kind of definitive in their placing. So the way we know it's red and green. Oh, red and green. No, go away. Notifications, my goodness. Okay. Yeah, so we know for a fact that's red and green. We know for a fact this should be yellow and blue. Nope. It's gotta be this one. Oh, because it was the right direction. Green and orange on this. Yep. I am hungry. Right here we need a purple and a red. Nope. Purple and red. I don't think that's gonna be right though, because maybe it is, because it would need to be a blue and a blue. I don't think there's any blue. Let's see, this one should be yellow and blue up here. This one should be purple and green right here. Is it that or is it that one? It should be that one. There we go. That would be yellow and blue like that. Oh, those are already in place. Cool. That needs a red. I think. Here we go. Blue and red right here. So this would be red and green. I don't think there is a red and green. Not like that anyway. Yeah, but there isn't a blue and blue. Not like this. Like we have two that are purple. It's really just this one that feels out of place. Blue and green? Actually, it have to be alongside yellow. This is the only other alongside yellow. It's not gonna work there. That one's for sure. There's no other green and orange.
Beauregard.
There we go. That was this one, right? No, that was this one. That was that one. Okay.
This should come in handy.
Nope, it does not come from that.
Check. Those colors along the bottom must be why Beauregard's tombstone is important. Haven't done that.
Yeah, we don't know why.
Did that. Did that. Can't check that off yet.
Thought I did. Nope. I'm sure. Obviously for someone else. Hold up, we need to watch the video.
Hi.
I'd better get going.
Alright.
Bye.
There is no note though. We are secrets, we are lies. Through the walls fix your eyes. Up the tunnels you must seek. The hidden ways he does sneak. Make haste, doomed girl, do not delay. Something, 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 or he'll get away. No, I'm not gonna talk to you yet. I'm gonna go watch a video.
Would you play that? Turn it off now!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you with the movie.
I know, but just give me a minute. Seeing that just, well, it made my head hurt worse. I keep seeing it when I close my eyes.
Still have to do that. Check. That's done. Check.
Oh.
Did that. Check. Check.
All right. Was that a bat? There was totally a bat. Aw, I missed the bat. What's up, Charlotte?
What happened? If I can stack enough things together, maybe I could climb up to that wallpaper.
Oh, I hate this.
This must be about that star sketch. I should copy the image down. Whoa, that was close.
Two handles pull out the box to which the star belongs. From the middle it shines, rising above them all. Okay, so the coffin has to have two handles. I was confused about this before. The coffin has two handles, and it's somewhere in the middle, rising above them all, so at the top. One of the middles at the top with two handles. I think it was on this one though, wasn't it? Yeah, we need to take that. On the top two handles, this one. There we go. Well, that's not gonna work. There. There we go.
A locket. I should hold on to this. That's done.
Yep.
Check. Haven't done that.
Oh, that, okay.
That's done.
We know how to use it, just don't know which one to use it on, and don't have a shape for it. Haven't found the column, haven't found the old dirt floor. Didn't find them last time either.
Still have to do that.
I've done that. I about caught up to where I left off.
Hi.
I saw the ghost.
You did. You don't look near as bad as most who see her.
I'm not scared of ghosts.
She terrifies everybody.
Can I listen to more recordings?
Better than
Sure.
this worse. Nothing's gonna beat having that dummy, like, tossed at me in Secret of Water's Edge. That was...
Goodbye.
Bye.
That was horrifying. I don't really think there's anything else here. Bats. nothing else here. How's it for that? Oh, there we go. Okay.
What's up?
Did you ever meet Charlotte?
Yeah, I did. The girl, not the ghost.
Can you tell me anything about her?
Everyone loved her and everyone wanted her attention. But she still made time for me. She was a rare person. She just loved the world. Loved her family, living or dead.
Or dead?
Jess told me Charlotte used to spend time in the crypt because she couldn't stand the idea of anyone ever being forgotten.
See you later.
Later.
Trying to make sure I've covered everything. I did last. No, I'm still missing something.
Oh, look. It's little old you. Where's the cavalry?
Why are you still hiding? What's to stop me from telling everyone where you are?
Maybe I'm the only one who can help find Jessalyn. Did you ever think of that?
All right, I won't tell. Clara said you had a troubled childhood. Is that true?
Troubled? No, I was an angel. And I must have been quite the genius charmer, too, because one day they shipped me off. Straight to the most elite private boarding school on the East Coast. At least that's what I believed was happening, until we were creeping up the long and whirly black driveway, and I caught my first glimpse of the bars on the windows. I became the first Thornton to be admitted to the Millicent P. Krauthammer Sanitarium for criminally insane girls and women of good social standing. I'm one of the few girls to actually graduate from that program. I got a little diploma that says Harper's no longer a danger to herself or others and everything. And just yesterday, the Alumni Association sent me one of them dried macaroni pictures inviting me to speak at a function. But as you can see, I am otherwise engaged.
Where do you live when you're not here?
Wouldn't you like to know? And wouldn't I like to know?
I really upset Clara, thanks to you.
Did she cry? And if she did, was it one stoic little tear like she was going for one of them movie awards? Or was it a big, snuffly, ugly cry? Oh, she's an ugly cry. I hate to bring that to the table, but it is the truth.
You made me upset a woman whose daughter is missing.
Oh, she's a big girl now. The truth shouldn't upset her. Don't look at me like that. I'm bored down here and she's done worse to me.
You're dressing up as Charlotte or doing something to fake these hauntings, aren't you?
The hits keep coming. You're a doll, a real peach. Ew! Oh, you're not kidding, are you? Am I dressing up as my dead sister for kicks? After the only family member everyone can agree on has gone missing? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, that's the question. The implication was more or less added by you.
No, I am not, so shut it. Can't
I'm
stay
done with
away.
you.
Are you the one writing the notes I keep finding?
What answer do you want me to say? Are you looking for a yes or a no? Or the in-between one?
Just the truth.
Oh, now that I can't help you with. I don't function well in reality.
Do you know why seeing an old film of Charlotte's birthday would upset Clara that much?
Did it upset her?
Quite a bit.
Oh, I wish I could have seen it. Reenact it for me now. You be Clara. Show me what happened.
I really don't want to do that.
Spoil sport. What was even the point then?
Did you leave that out for me to find?
No. Maybe.
Why?
Because I want her to be sad every single day of her miserable little life. And I had a hunch it would be funny, was I right?
No.
No.
Yeah, I was. You just don't want to say it.
Why did your family send you away?
Why don't you ask your beloved Clara?
Enough. You have to tell me what you're doing.
You don't tell me enough. It doesn't work that way. When it's time to find out, you'll find out. I promise you. Promise.
You're fine.
Goodbye.
Go, leave.
I feel like I'd found one more secret passage. Maybe I hadn't. Yes, hi, puppy dog. You are fine. That thing again. I remember that. That was one of the last things I saw before I went to the door. And this happened.
I saw Charlotte, and she looked mad.
Are you sure it was Charlotte and not someone dressed up like her?
She walked right through the wall, and she told me something only I could possibly know.
What?
I said, it's something only I could possibly know.
Last time I didn't ask the questions is when I stopped. I think I'm going to ask the questions, and then that's going to be where I will take a pause and stop the recording, and then I'll hopefully be able to play again tomorrow and record another one. But, yep.
Not to be rude, but you don't look so great right now.
Headache. I think it's the stress. Since I got here, I have been feeling really strange.
Is it true Harper was committed?
What? No. She went to a boarding school. It was compulsory, but it wasn't an asylum. Although she was very theatrical about the whole affair. Where did you hear that?
From Harper.
If Harper is actually here, stay away from her.
Colton thinks he was forced into the relationship with Jessalyn.
Forced? Please. Jessie's a gem. Any man be lucky to get the time of day from her. Don't tell a soul about this. But Colton, he's got problems. Nothing big, so don't go jumping to conclusions. But his parents told me right away he's always struggled a little. He's a smart boy, but these fits of paranoia take hold of him now and again.
Did that ever worry you, considering he was dating your daughter?
A mother always worries. I'm not saying Colton is crazy. I'm saying give him some space. He's had his troubles.
I saw Charlotte.
Pretty scary, isn't it?
Yeah, you could say that. Still, there must be some sort of explanation.
You might be right. Just
what?
I don't know. This old house is playing tricks on my head.
I'd better get going.
Bye.
All right. Well, excuse you. Jeez. I feel like I'd use the spade. No, the spade's going to be used for digging up that area when we find it. I just feel like I've used it. I never found the dirt. I think this is about where I had left off in my original recording. So follow directions of the note. Discover who's sneaking around. No idea. Find a way to use flower design. We got to have a flower thing first. And figure out which coffin to use in. Important to the name Beauregard. We know it has something to do with the coffin. Just don't know what. Probably has something to do with Ethel's grave as well. Find a way to use a snake design. We're going to need a thing and figure out which coffin. Check out all the photos from the camera. We have not done that yet.
That's done.
Oh, but I can still check it off. Okay. Because I found at least a couple. So I got to find the column. Don't know where that is. Got to find the odd dirt floor. Don't know where that is. Got to unlock the door in the tunnels. Missing a thing for that. Find a way to enter the room at the end of the hall. We have a key, but it's broken. We got to find the other part of the key. So I'm thinking I'm going to save for sure. And I'm going to call it here. I think next time I play, which will hopefully be tomorrow afternoon. It won't be today. We've got Vampire the Masquerade this evening. I want to get some food and maybe do a couple chores before we do Vampire. So today is done. No more recording today. So I'm hoping tomorrow afternoon. I was supposed to finish this today because I originally recorded 2 days ago. And then when I went to edit, that's when there was no sound. And then yesterday I never really got the chance to play. So I'm re-recording today. Should have gone through at least part 2 today, if not part 3. And then nope, that's not how that's gonna work. Unfortunately. So I've put myself a little behind. But yeah, so I'm hoping I get to play this tomorrow afternoon. Get through at least the second part, if not finish it, because I got through a good chunk. Granted, last time I played, I was at 3.5 hours, almost 3.5, a little over 3 hours. I'm now at 2.5. So I cut out 45-ish minutes, 40-ish minutes of time, basically. It was just because like I got stuck a couple of times before. And I had to like call Savannah and stuff. I did not call Savannah this time, but my guess is I'll probably get stuck again when I play next time, because at this point I do not know what comes next at all. So yeah, let's save. Last time I saved was Boo Brothers. This time it's gonna be Zombie Island. It just reminds me of like a combination of Zombie Island and Boo Brothers. What can I say? So yeah, so next time I play it'll be 100% fresh. Nothing other than like if I have to call Savannah, some of that conversation will be familiar to me. But barring that, everything will be fresh. I gotta figure out who's sneaking around, how they're sneaking around, what's going on. All that jazz. I'll probably start off calling Savannah, actually. So I'm not quite sure where to go from here. I'll probably do the whole, like, run out all discussion options. That's what I'll be doing. So if you watch this, sorry that it wasn't, like, as shocking or reactive as it would have been. Because I did have to re-record this. There's definitely sound happening now. I know I'm good. It so frustrates me when that happens. But again, it should be good now on sound. So, sorry it wasn't quite as reactive, but hopefully you still enjoyed this. I'm enjoying this game. I think this is going to go down as one of the best NSTG games. We'll see exactly how it wraps up, but so far I'm putting it in like my top 5. Nothing will ever knock out number 1, I don't think, which is Last Train Blue and Canyon. I'm sorry, it's my favorite. I finished that game in, 3 hours, I think that video was? Finished it very quickly when I replayed. I love that game. But I think this is going to be in my top 5 for sure. Maybe even number 2. This is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. I'm curious to see where this goes. So if you enjoyed it, click like. If you want to see me play the rest of the Nancy Jew games, Beyond Two Souls, and then Avowed should be after that. Avowed or Adamfall. No, Adamfall I'm going to do on my PlayStation. That one I might just do on my own. I'm really curious about Adamfall. I don't know. If you want to see me play Adamfall, put it in the comments. But I definitely want to play Avowed. I'm thinking that one for over my summer break. So I'm going to play Beyond Two Souls after the Nancy Jew games. That one shouldn't take too long. And then I'm going to play Avowed. Maybe also Adamfall at the same time, because those will be over my summer break. So I might do like an every other day kind of thing. So please subscribe if you want to see those. As well as comment if you really want to see me play Adamfall, or if that one should just be on my own. That one I definitely want to do PlayStation. I'm going to get Avowed on my computer. I'm just going to hook up my PlayStation controller to my computer for it. But I definitely want to do the other one on my PlayStation, the Adamfall. Yeah, so comment if you want to see Adamfall, because I think I can make it work at my desk a little bit easier than I could in the past for the PlayStation. Because I have all the things I need to record it. It just didn't really work with my setup at the time. I think I can make it work with my setup this time. So, because I changed things around. What is that sound? I'm going to go figure out what that sound is. So, yeah. So, comment if you want to see Adamfall. So that way I know that I need to make sure I can make it all work here. And then subscribe if you want to see it as well. Or if you want to see any of the other games. Also, comment if you have any suggestions for a desk chair. because I really need a desk chair. And let me know, yeah, are you enjoying this? Did you enjoy it when you played it through? Please don't give me spoilers, but I'm enjoying it. I think it's one of the best so far. We'll see how the ending lands, but yeah. So I'm gonna go figure out what that sound is that I'm hearing in my house right now. I really need to find. I've got a few more things that I can put up for sound blocking. I need to figure out where I want to put them. I'm thinking those two corners, but I'm not sure. I don't know. That's a whole other conversation. But as usual, don't plagiarize. Just don't do it, and don't piss off ghosts.